get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me.
Hello everybody, welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined with Surprise Scarecrow. Well, at least for the moment, he's got some other casting to do. If you want to go and jump across to his stream, yeah, I'm sure he'll tell you all about that in a little bit. But it is the second day of round 3 in the most wanted list. So we've got a very action-packed evening up. We've got up first, top 1 versus Pandora's box. So that's Madagascar versus South Africa once more, Scout Scarecrow.
Yeah, once more, bro. Good evening, everyone, and it's good to be back. So yeah, I'm not hosting the stream. It's REE Esports. It's the grand finals. I don't even know which teams are playing in the grand finals. I'm just going over there to help cast. So yeah, guys. But yeah, the most wanted list is action-packed tonight. We've got 4 games, and I'm super excited. As Way mentioned, we've got Pandora's box up against top 1. So Pandora's box getting the coin toss, opting for heads. The coin landing on heads. And we saw the bands coming through. So for Pandora's box, we've got Fanny and Kalia banned out. And top 1 settled with Lucian and Melissa banned. So both teams are ready. Let's jump into match 1 of round 3, day 2. And off we go. So viewers, this is the start of the stream, and as you know, I have to ask this, please hit that like, share and subscribe button. We do appreciate the support as we see Storm Raptor with the first draft ban for Pandora's box. Pandora's box not getting into the tournament as we would know them to be with regards to winning their matches and having dominant style, but let's see, maybe they can pick up the first victory on top 1 as we see the Hanzo and the Julian get banned out from both sides. The Hanzo very strong, and the Julian, as we know, switching from fighter mage to assassin fighter. Yeah, we haven't seen someone having a very good time on the Julian as of yet, as we do see Pandora's box getting rid of the Granger. Flips with the next ban before we jump into the first pick of the first match, as we see Hayabusa getting removed of the equation.
It's, I think, the 4 bans so far, the usual bans. Nothing different from the norm.
Both sides are in the draft removing jungles. Well, the Granger, we've seen the Granger a lot more in the gold lane, but he's still seen as a jungle. So yeah, we know that the Granger is deadly late game, as we see Immune picking up the Lucas and Gola showing us that Joy. Will Gola pick up the Joy though?
There's quite a lot of still meta heroes open.
Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Seen three of them being
100%.
picked up.
Yeah, we do see top one picking up the Joy and the Sicilian. Shadow showing us the Barats on Storm Rapper, showing us that Harrod. You know, a fun fact or statistic to share: every team that has picked up a Joy on our streams has gotten the W. If I'm not mistaken.
I've got the brains.
Joy is a very strong hero. Very, very strong. I mean, you look at the pick so far, right? This is actually from both teams. Extremely strong. Obvious, Harrod, Changi, Joy, Sicilian, Lucas. I think it's going to come down to synergy of the picks, though. How can they combine with one another? Who's going to have the CC? Who's going to get the counter picks going?
Bones of steel.
As we see Shushan picking up the Getcha, bringing in that extra set potential for top one. So yeah, bro, that's very true. I mean, this match is pretty much going to come down to objectives and, well, pick-offs.
But right now, if you're looking at the gold lane, what do you pick up against Harrod? Clint, possibly? Will we get to see that?
Clint could be a good pick, as we do see top one missing a bag that could prove vital.
True love.
Shadow getting rid of the Camilla.
The Camilla Sicilian has been seeing quite a bit of the light of day recently.
And they combine so beautifully
I'm not
together.
the only one bound by these chains.
We do see Nightshade picking up the Phobius, so that means Getcha is going to be on the roam. As we see Shadow picking up his Barats, and Solid is showing us the Florin.
Yeah, I've been seeing quite a bit of Florin going around these days.
What is your feeling regarding the support roam over the tank roam?
Well, if you're gonna go for a tank jungle, you might as well go for a support role. It synergizes so well. It allows for very aggressive play. So if you're gonna be picking up a tank jungle, you have to be playing aggressively. There's no two ways about it. It's not like you're gonna scale all that well into the late game.
That is true, bro. So we do see Swaps picking up the Erythel. So that is Erythel up against the Harith in the gold lane. This is going to set, well, quite for entertainment. If we look at the votes going in favor of top one by 80%. Pandora's box definitely not being the favorites tonight.
Yeah, but tonight though, as we know, it's a public holiday here in South Africa. So I wonder how many people are going to be on the stream and how sober they're going to be when they do join in eventually.
As we see Toyota misgendering a person. We know Halua is actually, well, yeah, a dudette, not a dude.
Alright, so off we go. It is the first match of 4. All the games are best of ones. This is the group stages, as we all know. So we're watching, actually, a 5-man jungle invade.
Yo. Imagine that. This is like League of Legends type of vibes here, bro.
Yeah. So, Joy, she took a red. If I was hard, go take the counter invade and take the blue.
100%.
Should have left the small camp and went for it. As we see, Lotus wants to make the rotation here. Joy should have a retribution, does have the retribution. She's going in. She really is going in. There's a lot of damage coming through. Who gets the retri? It's gotta be the Joy. So, and she's gonna pick up the okay, no, she's not going for the litho. She's going for the small gold cap. Should be able to get level 4 quite quickly.
So we do see with that early game invade, we do see that top one has got that 900 gold lead.
Yeah, so
Like
the 5-man invade into the jungle. I don't think it worked out quite the way Pandora's box expected it to. There's a charge up, there's a taunt, there's a knock up here as they chase down the Lucas. He pops the vengeance just to stay a bit safe. A shadow on the Barats trying to get to level 4. The stun comes out from the Florin. Barats almost there, not quite. He still needs like a small camp or two. See that a bit of XP was shared, and so the Baratz is not going to be level 4 by the time this first turtle is up. I mean, because the mage there, he's not going to get that extra XP. He's making the rotation all the way across just to try to get a bit of farm. This gives Joy the opportunity to start. She gets that electro, beats off, engaging onto the Florent. Florent still has, doesn't have the revitalize, so he's taken down as the Gatto comes in there. So first blood, and I think first turtle might definitely go the way of top 1.
Yeah, bro, they do have the number advantages as first turtle, as we do see that first turtle being demolished as Joy picks up the first turtle.
Oh, look at that taunt into the Sanguine Claws. This row mage combination playing together quite nicely.
Yeah, bro, we all know the Gatagacha is better suited for roaming duties. So, yeah, combining with that Sicilian is great, as we do see Lucas falling by a solo kill.
Oh, there's a Daytona blast knocking the Earthel into the wall, but the Avatar of Guardian lands onto 4. Harold pops the ultimate, he's trying to do some damage, but the Bat's Feast comes through, and there's Joy. Harold does get a kill onto the Roma. Joy pops that Electro Beats, she senses the opportunity to get a kill. They engage on the Harold, and it's Sicilian with one more swipe, taking down the Harold. So it's currently 4-1 kill count in the favor of top 1.
Yeah, we do see top 1 also having that 2k gold lead just at the 3.5 minute mark.
Yeah,
That's quite a hefty gold lead so early on.
that's true. That is true. And with the composition of their team, to pick up such a gold lead with an Iratel and a Sicilian, they scale very nicely into the late game.
They do, especially the Sicilian being a late game hero.
Yeah.
Bro, this is. I'm very. If I was Pandora's box, I would be very careful of the mid to late game.
Yeah, so there's the invades starting out here. Joy dashing around, gets the electro beats on. You can see the target is straight onto the floor, and she pops the revitalize and the ultimate. But there's the Avatar of Guardian by Shoeshine, perfectly landed. However, Harold dancing around just doesn't have the damage. It's going to be the Gatto who pays the price, but he does get the kill onto the Changi.
And the Florin gets the return kill onto Gatcha.
Yeah.
What is this? So we do see the Joy, well, shredding down that turtle, picking up the second turtle for the match for top 1. So at the 5 minute mark, we do see Pandora's box currently with a 5 kill deficit.
Yeah, lane cut happening here from Nightshade on the Phobius. It's just going to clear out the lane and is baiting out what's going on here. Phobius pops the ultimate. Florin is in there just to try to heal the Baratza, but he doesn't have full stacks. Gatto uses that arrow to dash in, but by the looks of it, it's going to be Pandora's box who gets on the escape. Avatar Guardian comes out. There's the Electro Beats as well. Barat is building up the stacks. Manages to land the Retribution. No, there's a Daytona Blast onto the Joy standing up too. But there's the Sicilian. He's going to try and zone everybody away. The Sanguine Claws does come out, but Lucas in that beast form just eating up so much damage. Barat gets knocked up once more. Phobius is trying to chase him down to the backline. Does get the kill. There's the hunt now by the Lucas. He manages to get one. But it's going to be a Phobius Lucas battle here. Oh, but Lucas underneath the turret pops the vengeance, taking so much damage from the turret, and it's the shutdown that goes the way of Changi.
So with that engagement at the 6 minute mark, top 1 having the 4k gold lead, but the Pandora's box still with a 5 kill deficit. We do see the Erithal pushing on this tier 1 turret in the top lane. She'll potentially get it.
Yeah, second turret of the game down, both going in the favor of top 1 at this moment in time. Gatto, this Gatto is quite aggressive.
Isn't that what you kind of expect from a Gatto?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. It's if you're going to be playing a Gatto in the roam, you're going to have to be aggressive.
We do see this rotation coming down to the bot lane. The Avatar Guardian not landing
Yeah, using the river speed quite nicely with top one. Pandora's box, they've got everybody around, they're waiting for Harrod. It is the third and final turtle. Bharat's keeping his stacks up on that red buff, but it doesn't look like they really want to go in. It's Florid and Shaggy more or less in the front line, where Lucas is just sort of protecting Bharat's buff. So I think they didn't really want to go for the contest there, which is why they stayed in a more defensive position.
100%. We do see Pandora's box playing this very safe, being in the defensive positions, bro. This is exactly what you need to do if you're trailing so far behind. Get that farm up.
Yeah. I mean, look at the damage that Lucas just took from Sicilian there. Oh, there's the Avatar of Guardian onto the Bharat. Shaggy gets that shooting star out there, doing a ton of damage, but look at this Iridel. She's come online, she's just on the hunt, chasing down the Shaggy. Underneath the turret, Lotus falls. Meanwhile, this fight is continuing with Phobia's front lining. It's just the three left alive, Lucas, Bharat, and Florin. As now top one moved back onto the retreat, having successfully done a jungle invade, and now they want to go and possibly get some of the lanes pushed in. Either they'll take in another turret in the top lane.
Yeah, 100%. So we do see at the 8.5 minute mark, top one extending that gold lead to 7k. The Pandora's box
my goodness! There's Bats Feast comes out. Beautiful combination play between that Phobius, Sicilian, and well, Gatto, who started it all off with that perfectly timed taunt onto 2. Oh, there's gonna be the Electro beat Avatar of Guardian. Lucas taken down before he could even say hello.
Well, I don't think he was trying to say hello. He was trying to escape there. Oh boy, but that combination, that Avatar of Guardian just landing on the sweet spot.
Yeah. It is one of the more difficult abilities to land. I mean, Gatto, in terms of his skills, not mechanically difficult, but I do rank him amongst some of the more difficult heroes to play because of the timing of his ultimate. It is not the easiest. Charges up, gets the taunt. There's the Electro beats into the backline. They take down the Joy once more. Bharat being engaged upon by 4 and just melted down as the first Lord goes the way of top one. Shaggy, meanwhile, on the top lane, decides to take a tier 1 turret for her team. But this should be the mid lane turret falling.
Yeah, top one definitely having that stranglehold with this map advantage. And well, as well as that almost 10k gold lead with, well, 11 kills advantage.
Yeah, could they end this game with the Lord? Because we do know now the Lord, no matter what the level charges, doesn't do as much damage as before, but does charge. There's the Lucas trying to engage into the Aerodel. Pops that Vengeance, but Aerodel, she's got so much damage to take down the Lucas. There's Shaggy clearing the wave at least, trying to force top one back. While the Lord, meanwhile, pushing onto the top lane, being assisted here by the Gatto. There's the Bat's Feast coming out from the Sicilian. It's Harrod taking a lot of damage, but they do manage to get the Gatto. The Lord does charge up. As you can see, not all that much damage. And with no Aerodel there, they're unable to secure this tier 3 turret. There's still the explosions to happen, pushing back the minion waves. Aerodel wants to get that one more shield down. So all the shields have been taken out. Shaggy, it's quite a bit of wave clear. Oh, there's the engagement onto Sicilian. Sicilian manages to escape at the counter engagement by the Phobius. Pops the Vengeance to stay safe. That Beast Form blast from Lucas there, doing a lot of damage, but everyone's still alive for the side of top one. As we just get their builds up very quickly, you can see why they're still alive, and well, based on the items and the gold lead.
Yeah, Pandora's box definitely not having an answer for this top one onslaught. We do see the Joy having that, well, the Joy and the Aerodel having quite high bounties, just below 400 gold. Yeah, that should definitely try to be the focus points, but yeah, this Joy combination coming in with the Sicilian and the Garagacha just Bro, it's a deadly combo that top one is featuring up against Pandora's box.
Well, we did mention that in the draft pick. It was going to come down to combination plays, and we can see it here on, well, live showcased for us.
Well, did you say? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. It is shown and not shown.
But
We both heard incorrectly there.
sure. Though, you know, that just picks up a whole lot of puns, you know, as in Sean the sheep, and actually, you know, Seaning a sheep, which would be to, you know, shave the sheep, and since you shaved, it's just like there's so much that could go with that one word.
100%. So we do see top one. Oh, the Sicilian getting taken down by that star press of Changi.
Yeah, and that with the Lord up, so no Sicilian. Are they gonna go and try to contest this? Are they gonna try? Florin trying to find a bit of space. Lucas there trying to give some amount of vision, but that Lord was taken down really quickly. Oh, but there's the NFL. She's into the backline, forcing the revitalizers out. The Avatar of Guardian this time not on the mark. Daytona Blast comes out from the Barats there, but Phobius, he's just ceasing its entire front line. Changi trying to do the damage, but there's just so much of damage output from the side of the top one. They take down yet another. It's a 4-for-0 exchange, and now Sicilian's back. The Lord pushing through the top wave. With the top wave, could this be the beginning of the end?
Yeah, this could definitely be the beginning of the end, bro. Top one definitely having the advantage here. We do see that first tier 3 turret falling in the mid lane. Yeah, this is a very tight spot for Pandora's box to get out of, as we do see the second tier 3 turret falling.
Changi just buying a bit of time for the team there. Erithel, however, just locking onto the Nexus and not wanting to waste a second more. Ending the game. First game of the evening goes the way of top one.
Yeah, top one not even waiting for that Lord to pull up. And just taking the game just as it is there. So we do see the Joy picking up MVP over this first match, and the Lotus with the Changi picking up the MVP for Pandora's box. So GG's well played to both teams. I think I've actually got time for one more before I need to go.
Yeah. Should be able to get the second game in. So let me get that poll up for you. In the second game, we have a Hexore up against Valkyria, as we get Skarpskakel, and our ref for the evening, which is why we don't see the ref in the live chat, Angelic Fury.
Yeah, Angelic Fury doing at this point of stage doing a very good job, as we do see Hexcore pretty much filled the lobby already.
Yeah. So the way Skarpskakel said that is like Angelic Fury is so far doing a good job. Wonder what he expects.
They still, no, I'm not expecting anything. Like, there's still a long evening. 4 matches still to go. Putting me there under the bus, huh?
What are friends for, huh?
Well, yeah, what are friends for, bro? With friends like these, why do I even need enemies?
Exactly. So Valkyria, the all-ladies team from Madagascar.
So it's going to be yet another match for Madagascar up against South Africa.
Look at the message from Shroomsy there, as he's trying to brown nose his way, as if the chat and everyone has forgotten that the last time he said his wife's name wrong 3 times in a row in the stream.
Yeah, if I was Shroomsy, I would be very careful of what he says whilst his wife is not watching. Angelic Fury is the real MVP. Lol. Well, Valkyria is not letting us wait tonight. They're pretty much on time.
Yeah. Well, they usually were. It was a bit of an anomaly the last time.
So just waiting for one more member. So let me get the coin toss sorted. So Hexcore choosing tails. Get that flip. It lands on tails. Left or right, Hexcore? I gotta ask, but I can promise you they're probably going to take the left side.
Yeah, most teams do. I mean, I would.
Yep, Hexcore does take the left side. So Hexcore bans, please. Let's go.
Votes coming in thick and fast. 83% the way of Hexcore. They do have quite a large following. Every time we feature them.
Yeah, and they've done some decent recruitment. However, I don't see Alvi tonight for the side of Hexcore, being their regular jungler. Alright, so we do see Hexcore banning out the Kalia and the Zushin. Valkyria with the response.
Yeah, so Unknown says he wants he's in the chat here to hear the famous line. Meanwhile, I'm sure either Scarp or myself will indulge you at some point in time.
Some point in time, if it allows it.
Yeah.
If the situation is there.
Yeah.
That's a chat.
Alright, so we're just waiting for the bans to come through. As we hope that both captains are reading the chat.
Yeah, the Hexcore has already placed their bans. Just waiting for Valkyria. What's new? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that song? Birdie cat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Birdie cat. Well, that's not the actual line, but yeah, let's not indulge that negativism. As we see Valkyria banning out the Hayabusa and the Badang, so good luck and have fun to both teams. Do you expect a quick match, or is this going to go the distance?
Well, it comes down to the draft. I've seen, well, we know Hexcore is relatively new to the 5-man scene, but they've had some very strong performances. With Valkyria, apart from the last game that they played, right, let's not count that one as they're showing. If you remember the previous matches that they played, they had some pretty decent performances as well. Up against a lot of teams that we've featured them. So it comes down a lot to the draft. I mean, after the draft, we'll be able to see exactly what's happening. Because we all know the drafting phase, how important it actually is to the overall outcome of a game. You can lose a match in the drafting phase.
Yeah, as we do see Hexcore getting rid of, well, apparently a very strong Lucas. People are not liking the Lucas with this new update.
Yeah. Well, he's been strong since his release.
Push the shadows that plague this world.
As we see Valkyria getting rid of the Suyu, definitely focusing on the jungle.
Stand in
As we see Hexcore removing the Hanzo. That Inkagi of his, and as well as his speed decrease on his ult. Well, I haven't seen a Hanzo just yet, but yeah, I would like to see how much that debuff actually
more than a
affects him. As we see, Valkyria getting rid of the Julian and Vague picking up the Camilla. Is Camilla a good first pick?
I wouldn't recommend a Camilla as a first pick. It allows for many counters to come through.
Back on stage.
But I know one of those counters definitely won't be there. The Valentina.
Yeah, as we do see Zani picking up Sicilian, Mbata Power picking up Brody, and Arcane Boa picking up Granger and Demon Slayer, settling in with Faza. Faza being very strong at this point of stage, especially onto the squishies. I mean, it's second skill ult, and that's insta delete.
Yeah. But what do you think about Flame Shot on the Fasa? She does have an escape ability. So maybe no flicker? Or do you think it's better just to have the flicker anyway? You can use it with the ultimate?
I would actually, in all honesty, I would go for the flicker or the revitalize on Faza. But, bro, you know, I'm not a fan of the flame shot. Not whatsoever. But you're also not a fan of flame shot.
No. No. Though I'm just thinking, like, in terms of, you know what? She does have the escape ability. It was buffed.
Ready, go!
Why not be aggressive with that ult?
Exactly.
As we see, Valkyria getting rid of Layla. The Layla ban. Well, we can see that Granger is marksman at this point of stage, as we do see Hexcore getting rid of Joy and Bebel picking up Ruby. Bebel. Lucky OG Kenny and Devoid with the final picks for Hexcore in the second match in round 3, day 2. Let's go. Oh, lucky OG Kenny picking up Alpha. I'm 100% sure Valkyria is at this point of stage not very happy with the Layla ban, as we see Devoid picking up Bane. So please remember the retry there. Oh, and we do see Bane switching out with Flicker. Urine picking up Barat. So this is going to be an interesting XP lane fight.
Yeah.
Wyron normally picks up Freya or Hilda, if I'm not mistaken. So the Barats is pretty much... Oh, Barats is going jungle.
Yeah, Bane is going jungle. It's the alpha on the XP. A lot of spell swapping out now.
So Alpha up against Ruby. Well, that's... I think Ruby wins that matchup.
Yeah, she can sustain through a lot, but once Alpha if Alpha can keep getting that passive up his front, you know, the true damage, something a bit deadly to deal with. We'll keep an eye on the XP lane battle to see what's happening, because we all know, especially in the early part of the game, whoever wins that XP lane battle gets to rotate first, and whoever rotates first, well,
gets advantage.
Yeah. So it's
Shroomsy doing recruitment here in the live chat.
yeah. And Haremi trying to get the organizers of the tournament to buy everybody skins. He's like, the tournament chiefs should buy skins for the winners.
Don't you think it's us that should get the skins for gifts? For doing such a good job?
Yeah, I think so. We'll throw our names into the hat. Alright, so...
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So we see both teams starting off at the same side of the jungle. Per usual, it's going to be a gold raid rotation. Though Camilla, vague on that Camilla. Scouting out the Barats, just wants to give a little bit of vision. Bane hanging around there. There's a bit of damage being taken by the Gato. There's a Sanguine Claws, however, onto 2. Bane looks like he was waiting just to take that litho, does manage to take it, knowing that he's got time to take neutral objectives and then rotate. Barat's not the fastest in the jungle.
Nope.
So Camilla making the rotation towards the Brody. Brody slightly overextended at this moment in time. Does Umbosa Power sense that bit of danger? We see a thumbs up from Vague. It's just got to do with... I see everybody's moving. Oh wait, there's thumbs up twice. Just need to check what's going on. He did throw a thumbs up twice there. That is the signal for a pause.
I wonder what's going on with Hexcore, because every match they have been playing, there has been lag issues.
Yeah. Well, we will get into the group chats now to find out exactly what's going on. But our pause signal has been sounded out. Or signed, I should say.
Yeah.
The visual one. Yeah, so Chanabar saying maybe the alpha, possibly. But I saw movement from everybody. So I don't know.
Just, let me quickly see what's cooking here. So viewers, we've got tonight after the streams, we've got a quick meeting, and after that, we have good news to announce on the group chat.
Right.
On who the new admins are going to be. Additional admins. Sorry, let me rephrase. Matt's thinking getting replaced. Alright, so okay, there we go.
Okay, so we're back into the game. Another rotation here from Hexore's mid lane duo towards Babella on that Ruby. Just staying safe underneath the turret. Alpha, they did give Alpha the space to get a lane cut. He wants to get that level 4 nice and early. Especially considering it is time for the first turtle of the match. As Yeren on that Baratz needs to get the stacks up once more. Doesn't want to go in without the stacks. So throwing a few skills, Gato just jumps away. There's the deadly catch. The flicker comes through. Spear of Alpha as a follow-up. But there's the Daytona Blast. It stuns up 2. But, oh, that feathered airstrike from the Fossa coming through. Dishing out the damage. There's the stun from the Camilla onto the Gato. But he manages to retreat. So 2 for nothing. And this looks like the first turtle is going the way of Hexcore.
Yeah, so at just before the 3-minute mark, we do see Hexcore picking up that 1.8k as well as the 2 kills advantage with the first turtle of this match. Brody in a sticky situation.
Yeah, manages to get back to the safety of the turret. Both of these heroes, they are actually quite strong in the gold lane. I'm quite interested to see who's going to win this matchup. Brody versus Granger. Now that Granger's got the ult. But look at Missy making the oh my, I thought she was going to go in for the taunt.
Hexcore not knowing, the bang catching Sicilian there in the bush.
Yeah.
That is just the reason why you should check bushes.
Yeah, I really did think that he was charging up for the Toronto. There's engagement here onto the Brody. It's the deadly catch knocking him up. Bane getting the kill there.
Hexcore definitely putting on a good performance at just before the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, so Camilla zoning this Gato from trying to get it. Oh my goodness, there's going to be the Curse Blood onto 3. It's the Feather Strike that's landing. The Curse Blood's still active. They managed to get a kill. Sicilian and Barat disengaging from that potential fight there. Vague doing a lovely job setting onto 3 with that ultimate.
Yeah, quality plays at this point of stage, bro. As we do see the Camilla rotating here to the top lane. Will they push for this Ruby to get the advantage onto the turtle?
Yeah, most definitely. You put a bit of pressure onto the XP laner, allow your XP laner time to set himself. Nice discipline here from Hexcore, getting into position nice and early. There's the Fossa, the feathered airstrike once more. The deadly catches out, knocking up 2. Ruby manages to sidestep. She goes in onto Devoid on the Bane, but he's going to heal himself back up with that second skill. However, we are looking at the 4 men of Hexcore already in position to contest for this. Baratz gets the knockback onto the Fossa as Valkyria are trying to get through. Oh, there's gonna be the I'm offended coming through with the Avatar of Guardian. However, the Curse Blood is in. Manages to catch onto 4. Baratz with the Daytona Blast trying to stay alive, but he's gonna get taken down. It's only the Sicilian. Sicilian gets a kill in response. Zanny safe underneath the tower. but the Feathered Airstrike once more doing so much damage. Devoid on the Bane. Oh, but the Sanguine Claws. The Deadly Catch comes through, and it's a mega kill for this Farsa, getting the last hit in there.
But the Bane's ult just perfectly positioned, trying to catch the Sicilian.
Yeah, and so first turret of the game going the way of Hexcore. Look at Bane, he's just clearing every bit of jungle he can on the way. Kamala wants to get that stun off. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we did have a bit of a lane swap. There's Alpha going through onto the Brody, gets the flicker off. Torn apart memory does come out, but Alpha sustains through all of this. Oh, now they engage upon Mercy there on the Gatto, blown up, and we see another tier 1 turret being taken down. Bats Feast from the Sicilian trying to zone everybody away, but the Cursed Blood lands onto 2. Do we see the follow-up? Yes, we do! It's gonna be a double kill going the way of Fossa.
Hexcore putting the screws on the wheels at this point of stage. 15 seconds before the 7-minute mark, we do see Hexcore picking up the 6k gold lead, as well as 10 kills advantage.
Yeah, I mean, look at the speed of rotation from Afasa. She was just there for a gank, flew across the map double quick time, and takes the mid lane turret.
Yeah, bro, Hexcore definitely went to go and do their homework. This is a different team than what we're used to seeing.
So, Ronwin asking what did you miss in the early parts of the game, and Chiora is mentioning the 5-man jungle invade. Oh, Spear of Alpha onto 2. There's the Avatar of Guardian as the counter engage. The Deadly Catch comes out, but oh, the Feathered Airstrike zoning everybody away. The Cursed Blood catches onto 2. It's Bane. He's trying to get into the mix. Granger as well. They manage to take down yet another. Ruby sustaining through all of this. There's Brody trying to build up his stacks and reposition. Wants to land that turnabout. Maybe Kenny doesn't have it yet. Used it earlier in the fight. That could have been a clutch moment to use that turnabout memory. But sadly, sadly it was a memory. He used it already.
And Ruby just put that quality pull into the tower. That, yeah, Brody just unfortunately trying to use that, well, used the torn apart memory onto the backline too early. But, yeah, nonetheless, let's see what Valkyria can do here if they set up with the defense. We do see Hexcore waiting here in the bush here at the blue bar.
Yeah. I'm just reading Harimami, just trolling everybody. There's the Cursed Blood into the Feathered Airstrike once more. Oh, and the Deadly Catch. Killing spree for the Bane. This should be the mid lane tier 1 turret being taken down here. Sicilian trying to defend, but the amount of damage that comes through. Bane is quite an excellent lane pusher.
Yeah, we do see that mid lane. Well, this would be the second tier 2 turret if they can get this.
Oh, Cursed Blood once more. There's gonna be Ruby. I'm offended comes through. Avatar of Guardian, but everyone had retreated at that moment in time. Yeah, she's got the... What you call that? What's that item's name? I just every time it slips my mind. No, the one that gives you that ultimate cooldown.
Oh, fleeting time.
Yeah, fleeting time. I was wondering why Kamala landed the ultimate so quickly, and I said, let me just check. Okay, yeah, fleeting time is built. Did we pause? Did somebody pause?
Ina paused. I think it's another lag out.
Oh, the Barats. I see. Oh, so she is doing a good job on the refereeing front.
Yeah, so Shrimsy gets to say Ina with the MVP. It's not like what happened with us, where my phone died and I was standing in front of the base and everyone letting me die out. Keeping the admin. Yo. That sounds like chat is having fun. let's play a drinking game and take a shot every time. Scorpio says, at this point of stage, and Wei says, so much of damage.
Well, there is so much of damage. And it is, and is it not at a certain point of stage, at some point in stage?
Exactly.
At any given moment in time, it's a certain point in stage of the match.
So we do see that the gold lane is also lagging. Well, look, there is unfortunately only 1 minute left. Then unfortunately,
Yeah, it's at the 27-minute mark.
So hopefully they get the issues resolved. The thing, it was not good couple of minutes ago. Good. Do you have a busy day tomorrow, bro?
Yes. If you think it's a long weekend, I'd get off. I Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 3 days is work.
Oh, ain't gonna lie, I got work too. But yeah. So the reason why I'm asking is I wanted to get the viewers to choose what is going to happen on a Friday night late night stream, and it seems like going to be a horror show.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I would have been. It would have been nice to be around for that. You know, both of us can get freaked out, but sadly, I have my excuses ready. I have work in the morning.
All right, so we do see the match continuing.
And just in time for the Lord to spawn.
Yep. So Hexore having the advantage here. They will definitely take this first Lord of the match, and could potentially push for the end here.
Yeah, so by the time the Lord, I don't think we're gonna get to see the quickest game. It's what is it? 10 minutes, 20 seconds is the time to beat it.
Yeah, 10 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah, so he scans, or scans he, whichever one you want me to say first. It's gonna be, I think, Visage tonight, Scapsgecko?
Yup. And it's back at 1080p, and as well as with the good soundboard. So that is, yeah, I'm not ready for that psychological horror.
Yeah. So let's watch this, right? I want to see the minion wave getting pushed back with the explosion. Bang. The Lord. Oh, look at how fast the Lord got taken down, though. Doesn't do much. Doesn't take much or do much damage at this point in time. I think the old 8-minute Lord was a bit tankier.
Yeah, 100%. And that pushback does do damage onto the Lord.
Yeah.
That shield.
Yeah, it does quite a bit. I mean, it went from full health to no health in a heartbeat. Oh, there's a Feathered Airstrike once more onto 2, but it's 2 tanky members of the side of Valkyria, so they do manage to survive. On the positive for... Oh, the Spear of Alpha does come out. The Flicker, Avatar of Guardian, Curse, Blood, so much going on. Deadly Catch, Bat's Feast. It's a 2-for-1 exchange so far going in the favor of Hexore. Sanguine Claws landing. There's the Armor Pendant with the knockback, the Feathered Strike from the Farsa. As it's a 2-for-2 exchange overall, the defense coming through. Yeah, I was just about to say, the side of Valkyria, they do have, or Valkyria rather, should I say. They do have a lot of wave clear and defensive capabilities on their side.
Yeah, they do, right? They do. This is, well, look, we have seen it on multiple occasions, those clutch defense moments. But at this point in stage, Hexore, with all of their members being higher levels, this is going to be a very difficult task to do.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But just taking a look at the bulls really quickly, you can see what everyone's picking up. It's quite a substantial gold lead right now. Just almost about 10k. You're just over 10k. In the favor of Hexcore, and it's another 15 seconds to this next Lord. Alpha seeing that the Brody went to push the lane. Is he going to go for a chase? Barat's coming in just to protect, but Camilla with a beautiful wraparound. Does he manage to... Oh, the stun comes out. It's a cursed blood, but only onto one. There's the Spear of Alpha onto the Barats. He's trying to survive through all of this. The vengeance is there. Barat's trying to reposition, taking so much damage. Alpha does manage to get the kill. The Feathered Airstrike is in there as they manage to take down two. It's a 2-for-1 exchange so far. And the Lord is up.
Phew. X-Score definitely having the advantage yet again for this, well, second Lord of the match. A bit more tankier. So,
Yeah, that's true.
and his dog tags. I'm sure the Waylander will get it right now.
Yeah,
For that explanation.
I see. It's... Where is that? Scans his dog tags. So Lord being guided through the mid lane. It's only Granger not around. The Lord should charge up. Is a potential to take this tier 3 turret down as a Bane. Oh, there's the cursed blood catching on air to everybody. The Avatar Guardian has the counter engagement. The deadly catch does come through, but it's a 1-for-1 exchange so far. The Lord being melted down, the defense coming through from the side of Valkyria as they're letting the Ruby free push the top lane. She is clearing the wave and wants to try and relieve some of the pressure here. Brody manages to take down... Oh, there's going to be the engagement of the Brody. He gets stunned up and is taken down. Could this be another tier 3 turret? Do they need the Ruby to come back to help on the defense? It's going to be the Cursed Blood coming through once more. There's the deadly catch. Ranger is into the mix as well. Bane getting another kill. Oh, they just need the wave to come through. The wave is just outside the range of the circle. That's what got the Kavula killed. It's going to be Ruby recalling. They go into their... It's the armor fended onto the Bane. Fought from the Gatto. They CC him up. Managed to take the Bane down. The defense still lands. Alpha, however, is moving through with the top lane, but I think he's just going to leave that and say, you know what, I don't want to go into a 1v3 situation.
No, but Hex scored, wow, bro. That's Hex scored being very dominant in this match. Oh.
Yeah. You may just want to take a look at the time quickly. Just...
Yeah, no. I do see the time. We still Hex score should could potentially end this with the next movement. I'm at this point of stage. I'm a bit stuck in the lobby. I'll just ask the organizer just to wait for me for 2 or 3 minutes.
Alright, so it should be just under a minute before we see the next major bit of action. I wonder, will Valkyria decide to contest for this? There's the Spear of Alpha. It's onto the Ruby. Ruby with a flicker back, trying to sustain through all of this. Is gonna get caught out. Camilla gets the kill onto the Ruby in the backline. The mid lane wave is being pushed in here. Do we see the side of Hexcore wanting to go for this? 30 seconds still to the Lord. A lot of wave clear on the side of Valkyria. There's the Cursed Blood. Catches onto 3. The Feathered Airstrike into the deadly catch. Takes down 2. But there's the Avatar of Guardian as a counter engagement. It's only the Barats and Gatto left alive. Bane, oh my goodness, took so much damage, but there's a double kill. This should be it. Game, set, match. Gatto left alone, trying to defend this, but nothing doing. Hexcore takes the victory.
GG's, well played to both teams. Let me just get the lobby sorted. Let me get you into the lobby. We do see Camilla picking up MVP. And no MVP for the side of Valkyria. So Vike definitely doing a very good job for Hexcore in this matchup.
Yeah, so on to the next game we go. The game's coming in thick and fast, and not even a moment to breathe. Up next we have Khakies versus Savage Reborn. And looks like I'm gonna have to do the coin toss.
Yes, unfortunately, bro. Alright, I'll see you after the finals at the REE Esports.
Alright. Good luck with that stream. I will see you shortly.
See you shortly, bro.
Alright, so we're just going to wait for the teams to get into the lobby while we're waiting for Angelic Fury to do that. I will get the polls up. So it's going to be Khakies up against Savage Reborn. Two teams that should know each other very well. They have faced each other quite a bit on the channel. But with that, I'm just going to get a little bit of a pause screen going while we're waiting. We will be back shortly.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control to me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me.
Okay, so we do have the teams back again. It wasn't too long of a delay. And the first team to fill in is Khakies. So let me find a coin. I'm sure I keep a coin somewhere on my workspace table just for the coin tosses. Found it. So, you can excuse me while I type and talk. Okay, they go for the heads. Okay. And heads it is. So we're gonna so left or right side. As we all know, that does affect your strategy. It does make a little bit of difference to the strategy here. So I'm just waiting for Khakies to pick left or right. Alright, so bans please. These two teams know the drill, so there's no having to explain anything to anybody like we do have to, especially with the newer teams. We're going to get straight into the bans. Will we see what we've seen in the last two games, which is a lot of meta bans? Or will we finally see some respect bans coming out? Because as I said previously, these two teams know each other really well. Okay, so we've got the Melissa and Granger bands coming out, and it's Alpha Minotaur. So, Melissa Granger, Alpha Minotaur. Let me clear the lobby here so we don't have any spectators. Alright. So, Melissa Granger, Alpha Minotaur. I'm just going to tell everyone to remember the bands, please. Alright, so we're just waiting for the last ready up, and it's into the game. It is, just to remind everyone what the bands were, it's Alpha Minotaur, Melissa Granger, so this is definitely looking like a lot of respect bands. And into the game we go. When will I rank? I'm not sure. When I actually get time to. Maybe next week, maybe some other time. I have no clue. So it's Boss Fuck with the first ban for the side of Savage Reborn. Going for the Hanzo. Getting rid of this assassin, even though he's been nerfed, still causing a lot of nightmares for a lot of players, so might as well get rid of him. The same with the Julian. A bit of a role swap, so you could say potentially a bit of a nerf. I wouldn't say really much in terms of a nerf, but still super strong. The nerf for the Julian really does come through with the Rose Gold Meteor being nerfed. That's where his nerf comes through. So when we say Julian nerfed, we really are talking about the item nerf. Zushin, always a good ban. In the 5-man system, I am a firm believer that Zushin should be banned. Alright, so missed ban there for Khakies. And Camilla once again being the first pick. Will we see this time some hard counters to the Camilla?
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some noise for yours truly.
And for everybody tuning in, if you haven't pressed that like, share and subscribe button, it would really do us a lot of help here at the channel. So now would be the time as we get through the next few picks. It's going to be a Little Panda picking up the Sicilian, Zentaro on the CC, very strong on the XP lane. Dark Thoughts going for the Lucas just to counter that continuous damage that can be dealt from the CC. And Maraik with the Novaria. Novaria was extremely strong and extremely oftenly picked when she first launched. Dropped off a bit over time, but I'll be quite interested to see how this Cursed Blood is going to play out with Novaria and how it's going to combo.
Tail's been itching for a real fight.
So Clint being picked up on the gold lane by Achilles. Clint is a very strong pick, and Zenjuo or Juro, I don't think there's an R in there. So Zenjuo going for the Gushin. Again, not a pick we get to see very often. Karina looks like she's locking on to the Ixia. Wants to play into that Cursed Blood from the Camilla. And Boss Fuck with the final pick for the side of Savage Reborn. Going in for the Gato. Gato still very strong. Zabi M8, last pick for the side of Khakies. What are they going to go for? So, I'm assuming it's a roam with a bit of set potential, because right now it's what the team is missing.
Mighty oaks from little acorns grow.
So it's going to be Beleric with the Wrath of Dryads. Does provide a certain degree of set potential and can be a counter to the Hexore. But Hexore does have quite a bit of sustain. Let's get into this match to see what's going to be here. What's going to go down here. So just to go through the matchups, it's going to be the Lucas up against the CC. That's going to be an interesting one. Hexore versus a Clint. Clint might come on top there, but not until it's level 4, when he can start spamming that passive ability of his. Novaria up against a Sicilian. In the jungle, we see... actually, no. It's going to be the Gatto on the XP lane. It's going to be Lucas jungle. So Gatto up against the CC. CC, I think might win that particular matchup. Has the mobility to dodge the skills from the Gatto. But anyway, into the game we go. Both jungles starting off on the same side here. Novaria going for the potential. Oh, with the flame shot almost stealing that blue buff. It's something you have to always be careful of when there's a Novaria. When she gets that astral shot out. It does do a ton of damage. Astral Meteor, the name of that skill. Lucas taking the neutral objective, allowing the Camilla here to just start off his blue buff. Wants to push for this level 4 as quickly as possible. The same with the Gushin. Gushin almost at that level 4. He's gonna get there with this last small creep. Beleric and Camilla in an engagement. Meanwhile, we do see this 1v1 matchup between the Hexore and the Clint. Oh, there's the Gushin. They're engaging onto the Camilla. It's the Revitalize coming out, keeping the Camilla safe. Clint is in the mix as well. Will this be the first blood? Go. Camilla escapes with the 1 HP. Meanwhile, Lucas, he senses the opportunity for a triple kill. He's going in. He gets the double. He's on the hunt for more. Oh, the Astral Meteor securing the kill. It's Lucas onto Little Panda. Caught out there. Novaria, Astral Recall. Will she get the snipe one more time? Oh, Clint blocks it off. Gushin didn't manage to land that first skill. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, as we expected, we do see the CC picking up a kill onto the Gatto. Turtle being started up here and being taken down. There's the Astral Echo coming out from Novaria. She goes for another buff steal, but again, once more, the Gushin securing that. I don't think a flame shot comes through. There's so much damage onto this Gushin. He's not having the nicest of time, especially with this Novaria sniping from such a large distance. There's the engagement here onto the CC. She gets stunned up. She's taking so much damage. They're chasing onto the turret, but she does have the mobility to escape. Gushin gets that full combo out, goes in and out. The Revitalize has been baited out from by the Gushin. So Sicilian just throwing a few skills left, right, and center. Missing out on the Sanguine Claws there. As it's 3 for the side of Khakies on the XP lane. Meanwhile, Lucas is making the rotation towards the gold. I'm just keeping an eye on that on the top of the map. Does Achilles sense that he's in a bit of danger here? Lucas waiting very patiently. He goes in there in that beast form. He's onto the turret, but he gets second skilled up. Takes a bit of damage, but Achilles, beautiful second skill. Meanwhile, the fight happened here in the bot lane. It was a 2-for-0 exchange here in the bot lane. Savage Reborn being quite savage at this moment in time, picking up a 2k gold lead, or just over a 2k gold lead, and with a 5-to-1 kill count in their favor. Gushin, he was scouted out there by the Lucas. It's should we see that Astral Meteor once more from the Novaria. Camilla Trying to chase down the Gushin, wants to get the stun off, but the stun, second skill wearing out there. Not managing to land the stun. It is almost time for the next turtle. Look at that. Once more, that Astral Meteor doing a ton of damage. The Astral Echo providing a bit of vision for the team. Sanguine Claws from the Sicilian does manage to land onto just one. Just onto the jungler. The Flame Shot being used just to give vision. Oh, there's going to be the Cursed Blood. Catches onto 2. The follow-up is in there. We do see the Wrath of Dryads coming out. Once more, the Revitalize is being pushed. Beleric is on the trying to escape, but this Astral Meteor. Oh my goodness, but Clint does pick off the Ixia as she tried to get into position to help the team and gets to the safety of underneath the turret. So second turtle, definitely going the way of Savage Reborn. It's going to be a bit difficult for Khakies to deal with this Novaria. Not enough backline dive at this moment in time. Alright, let me get the builds up for you so you can see what's going on. The Bat's Feast does come out. Onto 2. The Cursed Blood does land. Is it going to be the follow-up? The Avatar of Guardian comes through. Look at the amount of damage. It's a 3-for-nothing exchange. That Cursed Blood by Deister PD. Timed to perfection. Oh, the engagement. Onto the Gushin by the Lucas. Lucas on a killing spree. Gets that beast form blast out onto Achilles on the Clint, but Clint staying ultra safe, trying to get as much damage as possible onto Dark Thoughts, wants to not get wrapped around here, and he must be escaping for his teammates like, Beleric, why don't go, don't leave me here, I'm trapped. It's going to be Ixia, lands the full barrage. Clint caught out underneath the turret, needed the help of the team there, and this should be the second turret of the game going the way of Savage Reborn. Kato now made the rotation to push this mid lane wave in, but Sicilian is here. It's kind of difficult to clear wave. Oh, once more the Astral Meteor with the Flame Shot coming through. They're trying to force this Sicilian back, but he does have a certain degree of ability to heal, lifesteal with his skills. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people do play the Revitalize spell on the Sicilian, so he can sort of tank and sustain through a bit more. Engagement onto the Camilla by the CC. She's doing a ton of damage. Pop that ultimate, wants to go in with a little bit more. The Avatar of Guardian zoning everybody away. Camilla taking a lot of damage there from the CC. CC using the mobility. Hop, skipping and jumping away. The Astral Echo did come out onto just the Sicilian as the mid lane wave's being pushed in. Beleric's gonna get knocked back underneath the turret, but he's a tanky boy. He manages to survive through all of this. Right now, with about a 5k gold lead, it's a Savage Reborn, definitely in a good position here. Crucian, trying to go for that tank killer combo, but Camilla not even wasting time, popping the Revitalize quite early. Oh, there's going to be the Camilla. She's trying to go in there, does land the Cursed Blood. There's the Wrath of Dryads coming out. They managed to take down 2. A 2-for-1 exchange. It was just Camilla. Lucas. He's trying to go for a bit of a jungle invade here. As Ixia, I think, should be pushing this mid lane turret. Yes, Ixia does manage to take the mid lane turret. Lucas going for the jungle invade here. And now for a further fight as we see the Centauro on the CC taken down here, right underneath the mid lane turret. Novaria, she's 3-0 and 11 right now. Marek on this Novaria, deadly stuff. Julian, jungle is getting invaded, gets taunted up, gets taken down, mega kill for Novaria. It's another 20 seconds to the Lord. There's the Avatar of Guardian. Oh, but this one doesn't land on the mark. The Cursed Blood is on to 2. Needs the team to get into position with the follow-up. The Wrath of Dryads catches out the Camilla as the counter-engage comes through from the side of Khakies. They want to get a bit of push in. Clint doing so much damage, but Lucas switches into that beast form straight under the turret. Gets the kill, throws the blast out. Wants to go in for another. Unstoppable for Lucas. Lord is up. Lucas has enough health. We'll be probably going to start this up as we see both Karina and Dark Thoughts clear the mid lane wave and make the rotation towards this first Lord of the game. Gushin, however, clearing his jungle, wants to create the angle for himself just to see if he can potentially get a bit of a snipe as the rest of his team is coming through. 3 of them are down here. They're in a 3v5 situation, just allowing the Beleric to scout out. The Astral Echo does not catch onto anybody at this time around, so there is no extra vision to be supplied. There's the Camilla, wants to go in. The Avatar of Guardian comes through, doesn't manage to catch on to everyone. The Lord has been reset. There's the full barrage. As they take down the Beleric, Gatto managed to get away. Cece, she's trying to front line there. Meanwhile, it's going to be Lucas. He's into the back line. He gets the kill onto the Clint. Almost taken down with the Cursed Blood. Who was just a follow-up in there? Yes, it is Ixia managing to get a kill. As it's a 3-for-0 exchange. The Lord is up. Lucas will be probably summoning his team to try to get this started. But it looks like they have other ideas. They want to seize as much of the neutral objectives while they have the numbers advantage. Saying that we can go for the Lord when we have everybody available, or at least when our jungle is nice and healed. Let's try and seize some control across the map. So Lucas, taken down by the Lord. I think he would have been in his mind saying, where's my team? Why am I the one with low health trying to take the damage from the Lord? Savage Reborn continuing with this. We're dangerous. But no one's going to be able to get into position quick enough. Oh, there's the engagement. They finally take down the Camilla. There's the Avatar of Guardian landing onto just one. But that one was the CC as they take down 2. So Lord going the way of Savage Reborn, but 2 being taken down means that the defense is quite possible. Very strong opportunity for the side of Khakies to get their defensive game going and potentially reduce this gold lead, which is sitting at around 8k at this moment in time. So, because as we all know, it just takes one mistake that can change the course of a game. One mistake, one set play, one counter engagement. The Lord being tackled here in the bot lane. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we should see another tier 2 turret falling. It's only one in the mid lane left, which Gatto wants to try to take care of. We have passed the 12-minute mark. So there's going to be no shields available as per the new update. So the tier 3 turrets should stand for now. A lot of wave clear potential, especially with the Sicilian around. The Astral Nova comes out from Novaria, giving vision onto 2. The Astral Meteor not landing this particular time around. There's Gushin going in with those daggers and not wanting to fully commit to the combo. So all tier 2 turrets have been taken down, but tier 3 are still standing. It should be another 50 seconds before anything major happens. Oh, the Astral Nova connects onto the Gushin, but he dances back to the safety of his turret, avoiding a potential meteor strike to the face. Oh, but the CC gets the chase on, almost onto the Novaria. The Revitalize just slowly keeping this. There's the Avatar of Guardian. tried to be used defensively, but it's going to be the Gatto taken down double quick time. But Cece, she senses the opportunity. It's the Wrath of Dryads that comes out, only catches the Camilla. They do manage to catch the Camilla. Hexore is taken down, but that's what I was talking about. It just takes one play, one fight. The Lord is up in 30 seconds. There's the Astral Nova coming out from Novaria. It's just 2 left alive. Will we see Khakies be able to take this Lord? The Lord is up. They're waiting for the frontliners to get here. It's Gushin camping out. Wants to not go for an engagement, but rather a counter engagement. It's still another 10 seconds for the Hexore to come through. So Gushin patiently waiting here throughout. Let me just get the bulls up while while Gushin is patiently waiting here in this bush. Beleric pushing the mid lane in. Is he trying to set up for a potential bait of skills? They are trying to engage onto the Beleric. He is taking a bit of damage. He's waiting patiently. Does land the Wrath of Dryads. It's going to be 3 that CC'd up, but he has to retreat. The team wasn't quite in position. Oh, meanwhile, Novaria with that Astral Meteor. Godlike for Novaria. There's the Astral Echo coming out, catching onto 2 in the back line as they are just zoning everybody away. But Gushin's been waiting here for quite a long time. Is he going to get the combo out? Can he? Almost went for it. Just not enough damage. The retribution advantage was on the side of Dark Thoughts being level 15. Oh, Gushin goes in onto the Lucas. Lucas just too tanky right now. Turns around and smashes that Gushin. Lord pushing up on the mid lane. The waves more or less synced. Savage Reborn are leaving the mid lane wave. They want the waves to sync up. They need the Lord to crash into the tier 3 turret. The full 5-man is in the jungle. Lord being allowed to push more or less on his own. The team does come through now. They do take down, or should be able to take down a tier 3 turret. No one wants to hit the turret. Some strange reason. Camilla going in, doing an excellent job of zoning, but I think would have been a little bit upset that the team didn't follow up as quickly as possible. They do manage to take down a 1, however. It's a 1-for-1 exchange, but Cece, she has other ideas. She's into the mix there, pops that vengeance. Beleric, Wrath of Dryads comes through. It's going to be a 2-for-3 exchange. But still 2 of the tier 3 turrets are standing. So Khakies, I don't think will be 100% disappointed with us. As we head towards the 17-minute mark of the game. And at this moment in time, as we get to this particular point in time in the game, it's slowly gold is not going to matter. Slowly, but I mean, the way things stand right now, Gushin is so far behind on farm. If I was a Gushin, I'd be selling the Sky Piercer. Right now, it's not really going to be helping you. You need the stacks. And, well, there's going to be other items. Possibly a Winter Crown. Maybe you can bait out a couple of skills. Oh, there's the Avatar of Guardian. Cursed Blood lands a full follow-up. He's here. There's a full barrage coming out. Wrath of Dryads, not enough to save everybody alive. Lucas into the mix there as they chase down. It's just the Clint left alive. He's taken down. Full team wipe. Full team wipe. No wave. But there's the wave coming through here. This should be game, set, match. It's a 5-for-1 exchange. And Savage Reborn will be the victors in this third game.
So was that an entertaining and fun match to watch?
Yeah, a bit of back and front. Savage Reborn started off like a house on fire. There was a couple of moments where Khakies made a bit of a comeback play. But overall, Savage Reborn quite strong throughout the course of the match.
Sounds like it was a fun match, bro. And who was the star of the play there?
Well, it'd have to be between the Novaria and the Camilla. I mean, I know there was a lot of good plays there, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that anybody did particularly badly. I was just quite impressed with the Camilla. I just have our cameras up, so you know. I was just impressed with the Camilla and Novaria combo plays there.
Thank you for warning me that the cameras are up. Alright, I'm just trying to see if Imperium is online, because now it is reverse push up against Imperium. This is the final match of the evening.
Yeah. So what happened to the finals?
It's been postponed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I was actually looking forward to watching that after the stream.
You know, I'm sorry to disappoint, bro. So it's actually semi-finals. It's one semi-final match and then finals. Well, it's actually two semi-finals, then finals.
Oh, it was going to be quite a long one then.
Yeah, so it's Team Vortex up against Madagascar and Econ Province up against Scarlet Mayhem.
Ooh.
So it's been postponed to Sunday.
Some very familiar names in the mix there.
100%.
All right, let me get this poll up.
Oh, I've got reverse push online. Let's go. Imperium.
Okay, so we do have just some of the players getting into the lobby, though those of you, well, you can't see it on the screen. We can. So reverse push looks like they're going to be the first team to fill up, and as we know, first team to pull up gets to call heads or tails.
Yes, 100%. That is the truth. You know, it's just to motivate the teams to be on time.
Yeah. Well, eventually, once the prize pools for the tournaments kick in, I think that would be a proper motivation for everybody to be online.
That is true, bro. That is going to be something else. You'll catch the teams pushing us on, you know. Hurry up, we want to start. Let's go. Finish the stream.
Yeah. Time is money.
So, reverse push being in the lobby. Heads or tails?
Yeah, we're just waiting for
the WhatsApp group and see what's going on.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Imperium, and we will have our team set for the final game of the evening. We've been getting through just in quite quick time, Skeptical. Everything's been fitting according to schedule.
We're way ahead of schedule.
Yeah, three games, 1.5 hours.
So, actually, I just received the schedule for REE. So it's Madagascar up against Vortex, playing for 3rd and 4th place, and then Scarlet Mayhem up against Econ Province in the finals.
Oh, it was okay. Lower bracket finals, the third place playoffs and the grand final. Well, we'll see if it's on Sunday. We'll check between the two of us because it might be a bit of a long one. We can swap in and out.
Well, yeah, we could. We could also look at getting that played early
Yeah, well, we'll see what their times are and how it's going to work. But we did promise that we will help them get
See,
through the
everyone's
finals.
already missing my beard.
Yeah.
Mads is getting blamed for all of it. Even though it wasn't Mads. It was my work, people. It was my work.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Who's my work wife? Apparently it's my work wife that told me to shave.
Wife or wives, plural?
I can neither confirm nor deny without my superior present.
This is just plead the fifth, bro. Plead the fifth.
Yeah. So, Imperium.
Where are you, Imperium? Waiting for you to get into the lobby. But
Whilst we wait for them, right, let's get tomorrow night's schedule, because tomorrow night is a blockbuster of an evening. Tomorrow night we are featuring 5 matches, and the first match for tomorrow night is Bang Gang up against Merciless Freaks,
ooh,
followed by Equilibrium versus NWO. There has been some heat building up between Equilibrium and NWO. I did see Chu and you know Great Over always opening his mouth. He called out Shady and the squad there, saying if they beat Equilibrium, he'll buy everyone's skins. So let's see how that one plays out. That matchup is followed by Endgame up against Level 1. After that, it's Asian up against Cavaliers Y. And then for the main event of the evening, it's Team Vortex up against Immortal Order.
That's quite a few games.
That is.
On a Saturday.
And then for Saturday, so yeah, like I said, Saturday is quite filled. Sunday, we've only got 3 matches, which is Legions of Reapers, Mini Sigma, Dark Souls versus Eternal Vanguard, Pandora's Code Red versus Econ Province. So Sunday also, well, it's pretty much South Africa versus Madagascar up until the end, where it's South Africa versus Namibia or Botswana. Botswana.
The blue flag with the stripe.
Yes,
that's Botswana. Yeah, that's Botswana. Okay. Yeah, very interesting matches. I do like the confidence from NWO's captain. I'm a big fan of extra confidence. I am a big fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. I always like to go into it. If I'm playing anything or doing anything, I have this firm belief I'm gonna win. Even though I may not win. Me personally, I'm not saying this about NWO. I'm just talking about me personally. I may not win, but I go in there thinking that I am.
Yeah. So this Imperium is pretty much left with 7 minutes to go.
Okay, so we'll just wait for the responses on WhatsApp, see what's going on with that. But what I'm finding quite interesting about these games up until now, like so far, no clear ban, no clear pick. Also, a lot of the new nerfed heroes still being picked up from the previous meta. So other teams being a little bit hesitant to do the adjustments after spending 3 months working on their combos and certain heroes and not wanting to jump into the what will be the new meta, because let's be honest, the new meta is still to be figured out. This change to the Lord is, in my mind, going to lead to some massive changes in drafting and picking overall, because the Lord is, okay, I wouldn't say stronger. Actually, from looking at the Lord, I feel it might be a little bit weaker in this early part of the game. But the fact that he spawns so much faster as opposed to usual means that the potential to end the game early is high, which means that having heroes that scale or late game heroes, they scale really well into the late game, is going to probably or possibly drop off. You wouldn't really want to go for something like that in the drafting phase, because I mean, if the Lord is spawning, what is it, like 30 seconds earlier?
Yeah, it's 30 seconds earlier, so it's every 2.5 minutes that the Lord spawns, and not every 3 minutes.
Yeah, that 30 seconds is 30 seconds. And we know in Mobile Legends, 30 seconds is a lifetime.
Mm. That is true. Uh,
Okay, so Imperium are slowly getting their way into the lobby. We're just waiting for the last two. We should get into the coin toss Scarpscankle in the meantime, and the bands as we wait for the final two, and then we can jump in. So let me turn us off the screen here. Oh, and if you're wondering about this flashy, fancy background, I think I need to get it a little bit more centralized, Scarpscankle, the borderline.
yeah, we can get that centered out. I'll
Yeah.
sort that out tomorrow.
Let's see, right? I think I might be able to do it while we're here. This is thanks to Scarpscankle's excellent work. There we go. Yeah, it's got that subscribe, a little bit more flashiness. But we'll get it centralized and a little bit better. This design was done by Scarpscankle. I don't know if you can see how kind of cool it looks. With like some clouds moving in the background, some lightning flashes. I'm not sure what this liquid is that's dripping from the top. We'll have to ask Scarpscankle.
Well,
I'm not sure.
we'll just need to decrease the size a bit on that. I am looking at it now, but it's almost full view. So, but yeah, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad whatsoever.
Right, so time to get ready for the action.
All right. So I'm leaving reverse push in the left side, waiting for their bands. Oh, it's Kamikaze, Adrianina, Satoru, and Overlord. Familiar names.
Yeah, well, we have featured both these teams very heavily from the start of the channel. Do you realize, Scarpscankle, that on the 26th, we're going to be 8 months old?
Right? The time is flying. Only 6 months old.
8 months old.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't a part of the first few streams, but yeah, 8 months old.
Yeah, but the first month was just me. If anybody wants to watch how horrific those streams were, go back to the very first lives. That was just me, all by my lonesome. And then Scarpscankle and Ginger joined in afterwards. And then it wasn't so bad. You know, we could share the embarrassment between the three of us. But it's we've come a long way since then. But there's more to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of meanwhiles. Let me ask for the bands again.
You know what I need to do is actually close the windows, lock the doors. It is nighttime, after all. And here I am sitting with everything open.
Alright, reverse push, banning out Badang and Zushin. Imperium with the response. Oh, yuppie, yuppie, yup. Yuppie, yuppie, yup, my opa. Wanneer jou rydag hoor is en jy of jy lekker hou is. My nooi Sani, die dogter van Tantani, op die plaas. Skills. As you see, Imperium banning out Suyu and Julian. Sorry, my bad. That was the first song that could pop in my head. And that's a right part. Oh. Alright, so both teams having in their bands there. Just let me reiterate, it's Batang and Zushin and Suyu and Julian. So good luck and have fun. So Enoch can start the match for us. Angelic Fury. All right, so into the drafting phase we go. Ichio having the first draft ban for the side of reverse push.
Only love and night are everlasting.
You see, that's how you started. That's just how you started. As we see Sicilian getting banned out from RVP Imperium, banning out the Selena. It's a very two strong bans. Bro, you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
You missed it. The chat was calling out for a song. And the first song that could come to my head was Orijpaard from Dozy. A very old Afrikaans song. And yeah. As we see Camilla getting removed of the equation. So no cursed blood, no major sets for Imperium. As we see Imperium removing Hanzo. Oh, we see RVP Brookos showing us Kalia, picking up Kalia. So there it is. Seems like Kalia is not a meta ban at this point in stage. But this is the first time that we're going to be featuring her tonight.
Yeah. First pick. It looks like a lot of people are not quite comfortable playing her just yet, so they're opting out of the let's go and pick up the Kalia.
Alright, we do see Adrianina coming with that signature Melissa as Overlord swaps out with Kamikaze as Gergetcha is brought in to this lineup for Imperium. How will RVP respond?
Hope will find
As
a way,
we see Grey picking
even
up
when all is
Vexana
forlorn.
and Halima Suwopsu
Time to drop the
swapping up with
flash.
Kong King as Kong King brings Joy. That's the second time we're featuring Joy tonight.
Yeah. Well, Joy, as we know, is always a good pick. Very strong, it's got that early game potential, but look at that Kamikaze going for the hard counter to the Joy. Picking up that Franco.
You know, I always love to see Franco games. I want to troll Shroomsy now in the chat and say that Franco needs revitalize. Because I'm probably the only person that plays Franco with revitalize.
Yeah, probably.
Ishio with the final ban for RVP as we saw Imperium removing Lucas from the equation.
Hayabusa, Sanjo.
It's not inside,
Want to make
it's
friends
on
with
top.
Nana?
As we see, RVP removes Hayabusa. Quick, picking up the Nana for Imperium. I know, I'm a random person. I'm the sheep with the no bleep, you know.
Don't say anything that comes to mind.
Why not? Mads is arguing here with me in the background. As you see
I've been
RVP
waiting
picking
for
up
so
carry. And RVP is going to pick up the high loss. So RVP set with their set plays. So I'm very interested to see how Kalia and Hylos is going to match up together. As we see Satoru is going to show us Johnson. Johnson, Johnson did pick up a major buff.
Mm-hmm.
We've only featured his legendary skin once.
Yeah, on the day it came out.
Satoru picking up Gushin.
So we've seen a lot of Gushins today.
Gushin is currently a favorite pick as of the new season. I don't know why, but I suppose each to their own.
Mm-hmm.
Gushin is a strong hero, but Gushin needs to have that early game advantage. If you
Yeah.
cannot pick up the advantage with Gushin, you're going to have a very difficult time.
Yeah, because once he starts snowballing, he is extremely deadly. But he needs, as you're saying, it's quite correct. He needs that snowball potential.
I'm looking at Franco's Kamikaze's lucky box skin on the Franco. One day, when I'm grown up, I'll have all these nice skins for the heroes.
I think I'm only rocking the Blazing Force with my Franco, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's alright. Ooh, Franco picking
How
the
many
right...
other nice skins don't you have?
No, my skin collection's okay. It's not fantastic. Franco goes in there. They don't know. They're millisecond away from stealing the blue buff.
Bro, are they moving on your end?
Yeah. We're in the game. I'm watching the engagement here. Kalia up against the Gatto. Kalia doing quite well. The hook comes out from the Franco, just slightly off the target. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Hylos just zoning this Bushin away, but nice for second skill. Just gets himself to the safety of his red buff. But Hylos, he's not done. He's like, no, we're delaying this farm. But I'm keeping an eye on the bot lane. The Kalia and Gatto could possibly be a first blood going down there. Gatto gets the first blood just slightly off screen. I was just continuing watching this engagement here. As the Bushin has to recall. So delay getting the level 4 Kong King doing what King Kong does best and steal farm.
So folks, there you have it. You've got your meanwhile coming in from Waylander.
Yeah. Franco once again with that iron hook. Just check scouting out the bushes. But for now, even with the first blood, it's reverse push with an extra gold.
It's the extra minions.
Yeah. Gushin now finally level 4. Gushin has to get level 4 to come online. Otherwise, he can't get the full combo out. Gatto, they reverse push. Did want to put a bit of pressure on the Gatto here. As we do see the turtle nicely pulled by the side of reverse push as they're waiting for the joy. She has the opportunity to get the electro beats off as Franco is just throwing hooks out left, right, and center. Wants to get into position, maybe just let the Gatto. There's the Avatar of Guardian. Oh, with the Nana with the Molina draws. There's the follow-up. Oh my goodness, Imperium. They managed to take down 2, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Will there be more? As we do see the carry taken down in the top lane. So the kill count's evening up here.
Yeah, 100%. So at the 3-minute mark, gold fairly even, kills even. No advantage yet.
Yeah. Gushin just not having his skills on cooldown to land the full combo onto the Kalia there. But she would have been hoping to get a bit of lifesteal from that second enhanced basic attack. That's the one that does the lifesteal. Or not the lifesteal, but grants that regen effect. Oh, there's the electro beats onto the Nana. The Eternal Guard does come down. They managed to take the Nana out. Passive was procced already. So reverse push with another kill.
Gold still even.
Yeah, this is quite an intense matchup. Melissa going in onto the Hylos. Throws out the doll, but the Revitalize is in there. Carry in the mix. Doing so much damage as Franco taken down by the carry.
Well, we will see the tides flipping from mid to late game, especially with a lot of heroes being mid game heroes, mid to late game heroes. Yeah, let's see what the builds does here. So at the 4.5 minute mark, the turtle is 5 seconds away Reverse push getting that 1k gold lead.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, there's some action here as they take down the Kalia, the Gato Gushin combination, proving to be deadly. Melissa has found the angle to possibly throw out that the doll of hers. Oh, but it does go the carry getting the kill there. It's going to be Nana with the ultimate Gushin dancing around trying to get that shotgun blast. Oh, he does get the pick off into the backline, but is taken down by the light wheels from the carry. Meanwhile, this fight is continuing. It's just Melissa left alive. She does manage to survive, but the kill's going 3 for 1 in the favor of reverse push.
Yeah, that turtle engagement definitely going to the favor of reverse push. So at the 5.5 minute mark, reverse push getting the 3 kills advantage with the 2 point, make that 3k gold lead as the first tier 1 turret of the match is taken down by the minions in the top lane.
There's a pause. Okay, so it looks like Nana has having some trouble respawning. So once again, Angelic Fury on point.
On point. Angelic should ref more games for us.
Yeah. Doing a very good job on the referee work. So I don't know.
So
what do you think so far? Do you think that the snowball effect from reverse push, because they are starting to build a bit of momentum here?
Yeah, no, reverse push is definitely building momentum here. The carry is coming online. She's currently at 4-0-1. The Gushin is also online, so very interested to see how Gushin is going to maneuver and try and get the advantage back here for Imperium. It's not a difficult task. Gushin just needs to be patient with his plays and get those follow-ups if the Melissa can get the damage through. So at this point in stage, reverse push starting to put the wheels on the track here. So this game could still go any way.
Yeah, this is a very, very good game. I mean, it's almost like we saved the best for last. It's a very technical matchup, both teams being patient, engaging properly. These are two very strong teams.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I would like to see the Melissa playing a bit more aggressive. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah.
All right. So I just quickly want to see. There is no answer on the one yet. All right. There's still a minute left for the pause. Well, 55 seconds. Let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah, we're having quite a bit of lag issues. I suppose it has to do with the network, the fact that everyone is off today, so a lot of people would be at home, Netflix, streaming live music, having a party.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying, "Hey, it's drinking time." But I'll be back. I just quickly need to step away.
Right. Oh, what do you, the viewers, think about the matchup so far? I can see the votes are favoring reverse push with 67% of the votes going in their favor. But, well, Imperium, they are doing some good work at this moment in time. And they do have that Franco with the Bloody Hunt available. I mean, if Franco gets that hook onto someone, especially before an objective, can change the course of a team fight. Right, so we see a jungle invade here. There's the Electro beats into the back line. It's going to be Franco, gets knocked up. The follow-up is in there. Nana throws out that ultimate. There's the Avatar of Guardian. Catches onto 3. Do they have the CC? The Iron Hook pulling back the Kalia underneath the turret. But it's going to be Sutaro on the Gushin taken down. Oh, the Tsunami Slam. Double kill goes the way of the carry. Carry definitely online, dishing out a ton of damage. Are they going to go for this mid lane push? Melissa is in there to try to clear the waves. They are trying to focus onto this. Yes, carry found a beautiful angle. A very beautiful angle. Wants to go in even further. Wants to at least get the passive proc from the Nana. But mid lane turret secured. Reverse push.
Taking that tier 1 turret in the bot lane as well. In a very good position for the third and final turtle of the match.
Yeah. Opting to go for it. Well, it is a minute until it was going to turn to Lord, so it would be better if you just go for it now. Get the extra gold. Continue with this momentum that they have right now. As I just get the bulls up so you can see Stallium Scythe already being completed by the Joy. Oh, there's the Iron Hook, but only onto the high loss. So Kamikaze opting from using that Bloody Hunt. The Glorious Pathway comes out from the high loss. They're going in. There's the hook. There's the Bloody Hunt coming out onto the high loss, but he pops that Revitalize, sustains through so much. Godlike for this carry. Those light wheels doing so much damage. It's going to be the Electro Beats onto the Melissa. She gets, oh, look at that from the carry. Once again, that, I know she doesn't have the furthest basic attack range, but even when you move away, once her basic attack is out, it chases you.
Bro, the carry has that, that ability to chase you with that damage. I mean, just look at carry at this point in stage, 8-0 and 1. Carry definitely being a menace for Imperium.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be the clear Tsunami Slam onto the Gato underneath the turret. The Iron Hook does come out with the Bloody Hunt. They manage to take down the Kalia. And Gato with his tankiness surviving through all of that.
That Franco's hook's range increase. That looked far.
I don't think so. I didn't see anything about it in the patch notes.
Yeah, it's it was maybe just the skin that it looks very far.
Yeah. It's now a couple of seconds to the Lord, as we hear that roar in the background.
Lord spawned. Carry being an irritation, nearly taking the red buff there from Gushin.
Yeah, Lord being melted down here by the Joy really quickly. Though this is the first Lord of the game, it's, I would say, like from what we've been witnessing, a little bit weaker than the previous first Lord of the game. Even though it has the ability to crash into a turret, it doesn't sustain very much. Oh, there's the Kalia with the Tsunami Snap onto the Gushin. They managed to take it on. The Glorious Pathway is in there. It's going to be Franco with a Bloody Hunt. The Melina Blitz has come out already. No, it hasn't come out yet from the Nana. Nana saving this for just the opportune moment. Oh, the engagement onto the Franco. It's the light wheels from this carry doing so much damage. This should be a tier 2 turret being taken down. Joy jumping in and out. It's just 3 left alive. As we see the first explosion from the shields. Lord charging up. Avatar of Guardian does come out. The Tsunami Slam is in there once more. Carry dishing out the damage. But it's the killing spree going the way of the high loss. The minions and Joy taking down one tier 2 turret. Make that another.
That is 2 tier 3 turrets.
Yeah.
Will we see a third one falling? Oh, no, it's the bot lane still hasn't yet.
Yeah. So reverse push with this switch of gear almost. They used their power spikes really well. Waited for their itemization, got their bulls going, and then switched gears. Once they had what they needed, started playing aggressively.
Now that you mention that is very true, bro.
It's one of the things that I hope to see a lot of teams start to adapt into their gameplay, understanding power spikes, like knowing when you've got certain items up and when you can start to play aggressively. Because aggression, oh, there's going to be the knock up there, the glorious pathway, tsunami slam, yeah, only catches the Gato out, tries to use the Avatar of Guardian defensively, but nothing doing. Joy wants to try to get in. The mid lane wave is coming through. It looks like they want to go for us here without the Gato as the front line. It's just the Franco hoping to get a pick off. Throws out that iron hook. The wave is in there. They're trying to find the angle, but the wave clear from the side of Imperium, quite good. Though with the 2 tier 3 turrets being taken down, going to be difficult to try to get into position to contest for this next Lord.
Yeah, Imperium not in a very difficult position. Reverse push having the... Wow, right, look at that gold. It's 13k gold lead as well as 10 kills advantage. It's definitely screws on the wheels at this point in stage.
Yeah, so the second Lord of the game going. The Jawhead actually just carry you, got the final hit in there. The glorious pathway zoning everybody away. The mid lane wave is in here, as we should see the Lord following through shortly. Could this be the end? Can the defense come out? The Molina Blitz does land from the Nana, but she's got passive has been procced. The get away from the Melissa, not enough to push everyone away as the Lord makes it into the base, and this game goes the way of reverse push.
GG's, well played to both teams. Definitely expected and well played. Carry picking up the MVP for reverse push tonight. So with this being the final match of the evening, this does conclude the most wanted list stream for the evening as well.
Right, let me just get our cameras back up on it. Okay, yeah, so Scouts can go. Very, very, very fun evening. We've had some exciting games. Games concluded at a very rapid pace.
100%. This was a very quick evening. All the matches that we saw tonight was pretty much one-sided. The team's definitely doing their homeworks, but you can expect that going into the later stages of tournaments. Obviously, with all the teams' matches being featured on a weekend basis, there's a lot of notes that you can take and get your combos set in order. But yeah, tonight definitely delivering. For me, in all honesty, tonight was a bit more entertaining than last night. So we do have another blockbuster, or 2 blockbuster evenings for this weekend.
Yeah, so you've already heard about what matches will be coming up. But once again, thank you for tuning in to this on this Human Rights Friday, tuning into the stream. Your presence greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the love and support we get from all of you. I hope you enjoyed this evening. But Scraps Gankle, you and I have to jump into some admin work here. It's time for a meeting. So,
100%.
alright, and we need to get the meeting concluded as quickly as possible so that we can get Scraps Gankle back onto stream and back with the screams.
Yeah, so unfortunately tonight Visage is another start over. I'm not streaming it on the laptop tonight, I'm streaming it on my PC. I finally got that screen. So Visage is going to be in 1080p tonight. So definitely it's a must watch, and that will be in 55 minutes. So viewers, get your popcorn ready, get everything ready, and please come and join me at the late night stream tonight.
Yeah, so once again, thank you for tuning in to watch all these games with us. It was a pleasure having you with us. But from myself, Waylander, and Scraps Gankle, this is going to be goodbye and good night until later, where we'll see you for the Visage stream. Once again, thank you for watching.